Okay? So, let us have now the legal basis of special education. Okay, so let me give you first this quote that all are precious in His sight. What do we mean by this, class? All are precious in His sight. What do we mean by this? All are precious in His sight. Anybody? Miss Soralta. Sige nga. Hello? Miss Soralta, can you hear me? Sige. Oo. Sight. Oo. Yes. Yes. Whoever you are, whatever your color is, and most importantly, whatever your physical condition is, we are or you are still precious in His sight or in the eyes of our Lord. Okay? So now, let us try to proceed to the legal basis, no, of this special education. Okay, now the chronology of events on the growth and development of special education. In our Article 356 and 259 of the Commonwealth Act of Commonwealth Act number 3203, no, in our 1935 Constitution, the right of every child to live in an atmosphere conducive to his physical, moral, and intellectual development, and the concomitant duty of the government to promote the full growth of the faculties of every child. Okay. So, ito yung nakapaloob, class, no? Doon sa Articles 356 and 259, which is written in our 1935 Constitution. Okay? Anong sinasabi, class, ng ating Articles 356 and ano ba yan? Nawawala na ako sa sarili ko. Pati sa tenga ko, sinusuot ko yung okay. So, the right of every child to live in an atmosphere conducive to his physical, moral, and intellectual development excuse me, and the concomitant duty of the government to promote the full growth of the faculties of every child. Okay, so sinasabi dito, class, that whatever, no, it takes, no, to promote the learnings and development of the child, kailangan ginagawa ng ating government, no? It is our government's duty, 'di ba, to promote the full growth or the full potential of the faculties of every child, no? Especially on the aspect of learnings, 'di ba? Reading, writing, and arithmetic, no? The basic learnings that a child should learn should be given, no? And should be one of the concomitant duties, no? Ano ba yung concomitant duties? No, it is related duty or relevant, no? The relevant duties of the government, diba? So, is to develop the physical, moral, and intellectual aspect of a child, no? So, meaning to say, the holistic development of the child should be one of the top priorities of our government. And it is clearly stated in the Philippine Constitution, no? 1935 Constitution. Okay? Next, another one is the Republic Act number 3562, no? An act to promote the education of the blind in the Philippines, no? That is the reason why we have the Philippine School for the Blind is because of this RA 3562, no? Don't forget class because later on I will give you an assessment, formative assessment, okay? So, hindi pa ako nakakapag-quiz sa inyo ever since na magkaroon tayo ng discussion. So, later on, no, after the discussion, I am going to give you a short assessment or maybe a long quiz, no? Long quiz, but for me, it's just a short assessment, okay? So, Republic Act number 3562 says that it is an act, no, promoting the education of the blind in the Philippines. So, in 1963, it was enacted, no? In 1963, the RA number 3562 was enacted in 1963. And it is clearly stated that we should promote the education of the blind in the Philippines. Okay? Because of the fact, class, that hindi lang, no, mga normal or regular students ang kailangang ma-educate. But it is the government's duty to promote, no, the education for everybody, no? Sabi nga natin, education for all, no? Pero this RA was enacted in 1963, okay? And in 1968, pertaining to the special education pa rin, there is that Republic Act number 5250 naman, no? 5250, which is an act establishing a 10-year teacher training program for teachers of special and exceptional children, no? So, kailangan naman magkaroon naman tayo para masigurado natin ang education ng ating mga special children o ng ating mga PWDs, 'di ba? So, this RA 5250 was enacted into a law in 1968. So, it is therefore a must for a teacher of these special children to have the training, no? To acquire training programs para naman masigurado natin na valid and lawful yung ginagawang training ng ating mga teachers sa ating mga handicapped children or students. Okay? So, next. In 1973 naman, the Philippine Constitution, Section 8, Article 15, has provided the provision of a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education relevant to the goals of national development. Okay, so from that special education, unti-unti, there is a gradual integration, no, of education about these special children to the regular students, no? Nagkakaroon na ng integration unti-unti, 'di ba? There is, because of the provision, no, given by our government, the Philippine Constitution, Section 8, so ipinatupad na. So it was promulgated, it was implemented already, no, that the provision of a complete, adequate, and integrated system of education was implemented, no, or it is going to be integrated to the regular school. Okay? So next, in 1975, no, so yung the historical background, di ba, of the special and inclusive education here in the Philippines is being given or being provided, diba? So that we can see that the government is really promoting the education for the special children or for all the PWDs. Okay? So, in 1975 naman, there is the Presidential Decree number 603, which is all about the Child and Youth Welfare Code, no? So, uh, the PD 603 was implemented, no? And this is all about in Article 3 on the rights of the child, the emotionally disturbed or socially maladjusted child shall be treated with sympathy and understanding, no? So it is very lawful, class. It is said in PD number 603 that we have to treat our emotionally disturbed or socially maladjusted child should be treated with sympathy and understanding, no? Kailangan bigyan natin ng sympathy and understanding. It is not just because of the fact that there is the law, no, that exists, no, about our sympathy and understanding, no. We should not regard, no, this behavior or this treatment to our emotionally disturbed or socially maladjusted child, that it is because of the law we have to give them sympathy and understanding. No, that should not be the case, no. It is because of the fact that we are human, no. We are human and we really respect God's existence, no, because of our personal and family values that says or that calls for all of us to have this sympathy and understanding, no? Hindi natin gagawin ito dahil may batas na nagsasabi, 'di ba? About the sympathy and understanding or our consideration for this PWDs or for this children with exceptionalities, no? It is not because of that, class, no? Remember that. We have to bear in our mind that hindi lang ganon, no? Hindi lang dahil may batas. It is not. Yung pagiging tao natin at yung pagiging makatao natin, dapat i-consider natin. 'Di ba? So, hindi lang dahil teacher tayo no? Yes, dapat teacher is the role model kung paano natin iti-treat ang ating mga students, no? But, we have to remember that we are human. We are human and we are respecting God's existence. 'Di ba? Sa ating core values, no, in the Department of Education, kailangan tayo ay maka-Diyos, makakalikasan, maka-Diyos, makakalikasan, makatao at nalito na tayo. Maka-Diyos, tayo dapat ay maka-Diyos, makakalikasan, makatao at makabansa, no? So yun ang ating pamantayan, 'di ba? So that is what should be the behavior, no, that we should emulate, no, to this special children, no? Okay, so in Article 74 naman, sinasabi dito sa ating PD number 603, where needs warrant, there shall be at least special classes in every province and if possible, special schools for the physically handicapped, the mentally retarded, the emotionally disturbed, and the mentally gifted, no? The private sector shall be given all the necessary inducement and encouragement. Okay? In Article 74, sinasabi na kailangan kung wala tayong special education in our school, if it is not integrated in our school, or if we don't have the SPED in our school, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng special classes, no? In every province, at least, no? Kahit man lang sa buong province or province-wide, we have to conduct this special class, no? Special school for the physically handicapped, no? The mentally retarded, the emotionally disturbed, and the mentally gifted. Okay? So this is in in compliance, no, with Article 74. Okay? So where needs warrant, there shall be a special class to be conducted, no, province-wide. So that's the rulings, no, of Article 74 is stated in Presidential Decree number 603. Okay? So class, capture na ninyo ang mga slides na pinapakita ko sa inyo so that you will have something to review. Okay? So next one, class, is Presidential Decree number 1509. Okay? So 1509 created the National Commission concerning disabled persons. Okay? So this was conducted in 1978, no? The passing of Presidential Decree number 1509. Okay? So this PD number 1509 is for the creation of the National Commission concerning disabled person, or this is what we call the NCCDP, no? NCCDP, it was renamed as National Council for the Welfare of Disabled Person. Okay? So, binigyan natin ng pansin ng government ang pagkakaroon ng commission for the disabled person. Okay? Excuse me. So, class, ibig sabihin lang nito that the government is serious, no? Or that the government is really promoting, no, the welfare of our disabled persons. Okay? So, meron tayong puso, 'di ba? Meron tayong pagmamalasakit sa ating mga kababayan na mayroong mga anong tawag natin dito, na mayroong mga kapansanan, 'di ba? So, the next one is 1982. In 1982, class, the Education Act or Batas Pambansa bilang 232. Yes, meron tayong BP 232 was enacted into law. And this was in 1982. Okay? So it says that the state shall promote the right of every individual to relevant quality education, regardless of sex, age, breed, socioeconomic status, physical and mental condition, social and ethnic origin, political and other affiliations. Okay? So, the state shall therefore promote and maintain quality of success to education as well as enjoyment of the benefits of education by all its citizens. Okay? So, meaning to say, Batas Pambansa 232 was created into law, no? For everybody, for all of us, regardless of who you are, maging sino ka man, 'di ba? Sabi nga sa kanta, maging sino ka man, ikaw ay aking mamahalin, no? So, kailangan walang pinipili, 'di ba? Pagdating sa edukasyon, kailangan tatanggapin nating lahat. Wala tayong i-reject. Okay? Lahat ay tanggap natin because everyone deserves to be educated, no? Everybody deserves to acquire knowledge. Hindi natin sila pwedeng itsapuera. Sasabihin natin, dun ka na muna sa hulihan kasi hindi ka makakatch up. No, it is not. 'Di ba? We have to implement the differentiated instructions. Okay? For us to realize that our students will have to learn something from us. That they acquire the necessary education which is fitted for them. No? So, class, kaya gustong-gusto kong ituro tong special and inclusive education. No? Mayroon akong puso para dito, no? Something that I have to promote, no? to all of the students, no, na nakakaharap ko, na nakakasama ko, or nakakaulayaw ko. 'Di ba? What do you mean by nakakaulayaw? Nakaka-encounter, 'di ba? Or nai-encounter ko, no? Something that I have to give them, something that I have to emphasize the benefits of education, especially for the disabled or handicapped students, no? Kailangan bigyan natin sila ng education. They deserve to be educated, class, no? Always remember that. Na? Okay. At may ganun. Okay, sige. Next. Next po, let's try to continue. Next is, in 1982 pa rin, Section 24 of the Batas Pambansa 232, it also says, special education service of the same law affirms that the state further recognizes its responsibility to provide within the context of the formal education system services to meet special needs, no, of certain clientele, no. This specific types shall be guided by the basic policies of the state embodied on general provisions of this act, which include special education, the education of persons who are physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, culturally different. Okay? Hindi lang mga special children, no? Pati yung mga persons with different cultures. Kasi hindi sila sanay sa ating kultura. For example, no? Kailangan bigyan din natin. Let's say, for example, the Muslim people, no? And the Christian. Kailangan pareho lang yung education natin, 'di ba? But we have to bear in our mind that we have to respect their culture, no? And kailangan i-understand natin kung ano yung ayaw o kung ano yung taboo and not taboo for them. 'Di ba? Makatao lang 'yon, 'di ba? Because we are human, so we have to respect different cultures. Okay? But when it comes to education, kailangan pantay-pantay tayo sa pagbibigay at pag-educate ng ating mga kababayan, no? Or our fellow people or the fellow citizen here in the Philippines. Okay? So, next, let's proceed to the next one. Another one, in 1983 naman, Batas Pambansa Bilang 344 was enacted or was passed into law, which says that it is what we call the accessibility law, no? Or an act to enhance the mobility of disabled persons, no? Accessibility law, no? Meaning to say, yung pag-akyat sa hagdan, 'di ba? Meron dapat tayong mga dinadaanan, no, para sa mga handicapped children or handicapped people, 'di ba? That is the reason why sa mga buildings, no, na pinupuntahan natin, may mga ramp, 'di ba, for the wheelchairs. Kasi yun yung dadaanan ng mga handicapped person or ng mga disabled people, no, na kailangang maka-access or makapunta sila doon sa pupuntahan nila. Even in schools, 'di ba? The buildings in a school has that special ramp, 'di ba, for the handicapped person. Or even yung mga railings, 'di ba? Yung mga railings, parang meron silang elevator, 'di ba? Or elevator or anong tawag natin dito? Yung dumadaan doon sa railings, 'di ba? Yung kanilang mga wheelchair, no? They have that special provision para magkaroon ng access, no? Ang ating mga handicapped children or people, no? In going to and pro the offices or the establishments that they want to they want to go to, 'di ba? Sa mga malls, ganyan din, may mga accessibility ang ating mga disabled and handicapped persons. 'Di ba? Okay, next is in 1987 naman, the Philippine Constitution, Article 4, says that, the state shall promote the right of all citizens to quality education at all levels, 'di ba? At all levels, and shall take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all. Okay? So, anong sinasabi? That the state shall promote the right of all citizens, 'di ba? To quality education. Walang pinipili, no? Sinabi, citizens, kahit sino pa, kahit ano pang uri ng estudyante, kailangan may access to quality education. Okay? At all levels, at all times. 'Di ba? And shall therefore make or take appropriate steps to make such education accessible to all. 'Di ba? So, dahil yan sa accessibility law na tinatawag natin. Okay? Section 2. The state shall provide adult citizens, the disabled, and out-of-school youth with training in civics, vocational efficiency, and other skills. No? Kaya naman sa ating mga TESDA o sa ating mga technical vocational courses, open din, no, ang ating mga handicapped or disabled persons to take up the necessary course that they want to engage, 'di ba? As far as lifelong learning skills are concerned, no? Kailangan magkaroon din sila ng skills, especially mga handicap, 'di ba? Yun na yung kailangan nila, no? Na sila ay maging skillful din, 'di ba? Hindi sila pabigat, no, sa ating lipunan, bagkus sila ay may role, no? The necessary role na ginagampanan in our society, 'di ba? Kaya kung mapapansin natin, napakaraming mga handicap ang tinuturuan ng iba't ibang skills, 'di ba? Kasi kailangan nila 'yon, 'di ba? In order for them to continue with their lives, 'di ba? Kailangan din nila din naman nilang gumastos, kailangan din nila na kumita ng pera, 'di ba? So, by having that vocational courses, no? So the skills can be easily acquired, no, by this handicapped or disabled persons or students, no? So importante kasi yung livelihood para sa kanila, 'di ba? As they go on with their lives, they need, 'di ba? They need to have the employment, no? Employment, or they need to have to work, 'di ba? So kailangan nila yung work para sa kanilang existence or para sa kanilang continuation of daily activities. Okay? Next. So, anong kasunod natin? In 1989, we have this Republic Act number 6759, no? This is what we call the White Cane Safety Day in the Philippines. Ano yung White Cane Safety Day in the Philippines, no? Nagkaroon tayo ng mga ito yung provisions, no, of the cane, 'di ba? Ano yung sa Tagalog yung cane? Tungkod, tama ba? Yes, the cane na nagkakaroon or nagbigay tayo or nagbibigay ng mga nagdo-donate, 'di ba, ang mga tao ng cane sa ating mga disabled persons, no, para makalakad sila or para magkaroon sila ng accessibility kung saan man nila gustong pumunta, 'di ba? Kaligayahan na nila na sila ay makapasyal, 'di ba? Sa iba't ibang lugar, no, yung malapit lang, 'di ba, sa kanilang mga residents. So, that is one, no? That is one of the reasons why binibigyan natin sila, no, ng kanilang cane o yung kanilang wheelchair, for example, or tungkod, 'di ba? In Tagalog, that is tungkod, 'di ba? Excuse me, class. Di pa ako magaling sa aking ubo, ano ba yan? Pero, konti na lang, minimize na. Or minimal na lang yung pag-ubo ko, no? Kaya lang hindi maiwasan eh. Ewan ko ba kung bakit. Okay, next. In 1992 naman, 1992, no? This RA number 7610 was enacted into law, which is an act providing for the strong deterrence and a special protection against child abuse, 'di ba? Ito yung Child Protection Policy, 'di ba? The RA 7610, no? Exploitation and discrimination, providing penalties for its violation and other purposes, no? So during that time, 'di ba? Usong-uso yung mga violence, no, against women and children, no, or particularly sa ating mga kabataan. So na-abuse sila or they are being exploited, no? So kasi usong-uso nun yung mga anong tawag dito, yung mga child abuse, 'di ba? So nagkaroon tayo ng nationwide policy, which is RA 7610, no? Bawal na bawal ang magmaltrato sa ating mga kabataan kasi napakamura pa ng edad nila, and they are really vulnerable, no, to all act of abuse and exploitation, no? Kasi nga dahil sa murang edad nila, they are still immature, diba, to understand everything that is happening, no, in their surroundings. Okay? So, may mga penalties tayo, no, na pinapataw sa mga violators when it comes to child protection, no, against child abuse, exploitation, and discrimination. Okay? So, and then, in 1997, we have this institutionalization of SPED programs in all schools, no? Ito na yung start ng pagkakaroon natin ng SPED programs of the Department of Education, no? That was in 1997. Okay? And then in 2000, Presidential Proclamation number 361, which was enacted, and it is all about the National Disability Prevention and Rehabilitation Week, no? So ito yung tinatawag natin na the celebration every July, no, na ito yung para sa mga disabled person, no, Disability Prevention and Rehabilitation Week, that is celebration of July. So every month of July, nagkakaroon tayo ng Prevention and Rehabilitation Week celebration. Okay? So in 2004 naman, class, RA number 9288, diba, was enacted, was signed into law, and this is all about the Newborn Screening Act of 2004, no? So, ano tong newborn screening? Ito yung pagkakaroon ng pag-screen ng mga bagong panganak, no, na sanggol. Sa mga hospitals, 'di ba? It was being promoted na upon the birth of an infant, ay dinadala sila sa isang they are being subjected for a newborn screening para ma-detect kaagad, no, early detection of any mental retardation or disabilities, no. So as young as 1 day old infant ay nalalaman na kaagad, 'di ba, kung ano yung kanilang karamdaman pertaining to their disabilities or exceptionalities. Na? Okay, next. Let us have anong nangyari? Okay, so let us have this. Wala. Okay. So, that is what we call the RA 9288. Okay, next. So, other things about our law, no? About the different laws pertaining to our disabled person. We have this Article 4, no? Of our Constitution, no? For maximum efficiency, class sizes at any given time shall be as follows, no? So, ito yung sinusunod class na number of learners in one class, okay? So, it is flashed on your screen. Kailangan nating malaman na kapag meron tayong mga gifted or fast learner students, di ba? Usong-uso na to sa mga school, no? Ang pagkakaroon ng mga fast or the FL section, no? I remember class that when I was in private school, no? We also have this BL naman. Kung sa public schools is FL or fast learners, in the private school, we conceptualize the BL naman, the best learners, no? And we have implemented that for the honor students, no, during their elementary years, no, or elementary grades, yung mga nag-excel sa kanilang elementary during their graduations, no, yung mga valedictorians, salutatorians, no, basta mga honor students, kinakategorize namin yan as BL learners, no, or the best learners, at sila yung nilalagay natin sa mga pilot schools. Okay? So, ganun din, 30 to 35 students lang sila in one section, no? Kasi they really need, no, special attention. And talaga namang they have to be subjected to rigorous, no, discussion of the lessons, no? Kailangan ang mga teachers laging ready, 'di ba? For the questions na ibabato ng mga best learners. Okay? Naririnig niyo pa ba ako, class? Okay, kasi malakas ang ulan dito. Parang ako, nabibingi na rin ako dun sa ulan, no? Excuse me. Okay. Next, we have, kapag meron tayong mga mentally retarded, kailangan hanggang 15 lang sila in one class. 8 to 15, diba? And it needs a specially trained teacher, diba? To have the proper approach of teaching with regards to these mentally retarded students. Okay, next we have the visually impaired, or yung medyo malabo ang mata, or medyo may mga double visions, or ano pa yon, yung hindi tuwid, no, yung kanilang paningin. Kailangan hanggang 10 estudyante lang sa isang klase, no? Ang sakit class ng aking ulo. Okay, so pag naman sinabi nating mga hearing impaired, 7 to 12 students lang, no? Hearing impaired, o yung may diferensya sa kanilang pandinig. Okay? So, we have to include those students hanggang 12 lamang. Okay? Then, we have the behavior problems. Ako, ito yung masakit sa ulo, no? Behavior problems, no? Okay, we have to know, diba? How to deal with these students. Pero, pwede silang hanggang 20, no? In the class, no? We can have them up to 20 inside the classroom. Okay? So, the orthopedically handicapped or medyo may mga kapansanan sa buto, no? Mga pilay or yung mga katawan nila medyo mahirap igalaw, no? Because of their disabilities, no? We can have them up to 15 in the class. Multiple handicapped, no? We have 8 only kasi mahirap sa isang teacher ang mag-handle ng kapag marami yung mga handicapped in the class. So 8 lang, 'di ba? So mga speech defective or medyo bulol or they cannot pronounce the word or they have the difficulties in pronouncing the words, you can have them up to 15 in the class. Okay? So, let us have now Article 14 of our Constitution. Anong sinasabi? Learners with special needs may be admitted anytime during the year. If circumstances warrant such admission, students age 16 or older shall be admitted to an appropriate regular or alternative special programs. Excuse me, class.